All right, welcome back to part 3 of lesson 2, chapter 2. So, at the time, Spain, we got King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella who wanted to support Christopher Columbus's plan to sail west to find a sea route to Asia. So, Columbus ends up taking multiple voyages. He runs into a Caribbean island in the Americas called the Bahamas. Um, Spain and Portugal fight for power over the lands in Americas, and then we will dive into that. So, this is Europe. Christopher Columbus wants to get to Asia, so on the map it would be over on this side. He decides, let's sail west and see if we are able to run into Asia by going west, cross the ocean, and if this world is round, we will end up running into Asia. So what he ends up doing is sailing west, and he runs into these to the Americas here. So present day Bahamas. He ends up running into in his first trip. Obviously, he makes 4 different trips if you look here. And on his first trip, he took the Nina, the Pinta, and the biggest ship, the Santa Maria. And he was the captain of these trips. Um, so on his first trip, he took those 3 ships, and then by his second, he took 17 ships um, on his journey west to the Americas. He thought he reached Asia at first. Columbus was trying to find a route to Asia to trade, and ran into all this new land that no one ever knew was here, as you can see. So Columbus, on a second journey, tries to transform the Caribbean island into colonies, where Spain was going to control the colonies in the Bahamas. Some downfalls of Columbus: he made 4 voyages, but never brought back any treasures. Um, didn't spread his Christianity to Native Americans that lived in the area. He mistreated and enslaved the natives. He also mistreated Spanish colonists, and he received no fame or fortune for his findings. So, Spain and Portugal. This is part of Europe again. So, Portugal is a smaller country on the west coast, while Spain is right next to it, a bigger portion. Both wanted control of these new colonies that were set up here. Um, both wanted control of them. So, they basically split it in half, an imaginary line dividing the new land amongst each other. And through the Treaty of Tordesillas, um, they moved the line west and gave Portugal the colony of Brazil. So up here. So that is the end of chapter 2, lesson 2. Again, Spain, Christopher Columbus sails from Spain or for Spain, and runs west into the Americas. That this was land that they never thought existed, and they thought they would run into Asia, because the world was round. And they ended up running into all this new land, and they tried to set up colonies here. And Portugal and Spain again are competing for power of the new American lands and trying to set up colonies um, amongst the Americas.